So there's several different ways that you can cut into cardboard. Obviously, if you don't have any tools and you can use your hands, you can always tear it. This is tough and it's not very accurate, but depending on what your look for is, then that could potentially work. Now, if we're actually going to be using some tools to cut, the first tool I will talk about is a cardboard cutting knife. I don't have one here, but some your teacher may have it, or some schools may have them. They're actually a plastic knife that's very flexible. It's safe to use because it won't cut your skin, but it will help you cut cardboard. Okay. The next tool would be a pair of scissors. Now, scissors, depending on the cardboard, this is a fairly standard thin cardboard. So just be careful what you're using. If you have a really thick cardboard, some cardboards are thicker, it's going to be very difficult with scissors. But a thin one like this, a little bit of pressure, and you can actually make some pretty good cuts on the cardboard. Okay. Next, after the scissors, would be to use an Exacto knife or box cutter. We've already talked about how these work. You also always have to make sure you have a self-healing mat underneath so you're not scratching up the surface and dulling the blade. And you also want to use, if you're using a ruler, a metal ruler. Okay, so for that, you would just place your ruler over the cardboard and then make sure that no part of your hand is in the path of where the blade is going to travel. I'm just going to lightly drag it along, and this is going to take a few strokes just to make sure I go all the way through the cardboard, and there it is. And that gives you a very clean, nice, sharp edge. Okay, and finally, instead of just cutting, what you can do also is score the cardboard. Scoring the cardboard or paper means to cut through, but not entirely, just enough to give the cardboard a little bit, going just through that first layer of cardboard. And what that does is it helps the cardboard take a new shape. So if I do a couple of these throughout here, along the lines of the wavy pattern, you will see now that I can easily bend there and create a nice, very nice curve just by scoring without going all the way through the cardboard.